I'm 33.
Okay.
With being a mom of 7, do you think that a woman of multiple children is still capable of finding someone?
First, let me ask you before I make the statement. Do the kids have the same father?
Yes, they do.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, so this is a little, hold on. We're talking about 7 children, okay? This is no offense to you because it's absolutely possible for you to find a quality man. What makes it a tad bit difficult is that you have to find a man who has the financial footing to take care of you and 7 children. And then you also have to be able to find a man who is going to be willing to come in and create structure in that household. 7 children on one person is a lot to create structure in. So there's a lot that this man is going to have to come in and do. On top of that, creating a secure space for you when you have to be a mother and you have to take care of the majority of the things that happen in a house. Are you going to have the ability to be able to love this man in a way that he needs to be loved, in a way that registers as love to him when you have to love 7 other individuals? You're going to need a man who can love those children as his own.
Yep.
That is a huge responsibility to put on a person who does not have those children. Those are not his kids. But if I were you, no disrespect, I'll try to work it out with the father.
And of course, after she said that, the lady, for sure, and I don't know that young lady name, but I do see she kind of like starting to kind of get her own legs outside of though, because she every time she on that she doing them live shows and her clips come up, she be smoking them Jones. I'm just not 100% positive what her name is, but I definitely started to see her come down my timeline a lot more. Not even just on the explore page, but you know how Instagram they kind of like just put random reels on your jump, and she kind of definitely came down my timeline a lot. So I do totally agree with what she said. But again, when you see so many women try to throw the mix in, but if it was a man with 7 kids, let me just free game. I'm just for women when I seen that, and I'm just not a fan of just going back and forth on social. So I keep my opinions for when I get on here. Dog, if it's a man with 7 kids, 9 times out of 10, he's either a rapper or basketball or football player. There ain't just some random dude out here with 7 kids. And guess what? And a lot of people were saying that, but still, even if a dude had 7 kids and he ain't a hands-on dad, 9 times out of 10, he ain't gonna tell you he got 7 kids. So for her to sit here like you had, and I get it, and I understand, I've had this conversation enough, and so I don't try to sit here and judge because everybody can have kids, and then they're like, oh well, they started to change after whatever the case may be. Bro, 7, you might as well just zip it up, big homie. I don't know what to tell you. At 33. Like who? No, you do. I don't.
She was 33, but don't necessarily mean he was 33.
I don't care how old he is. And we talking about her. I'm not trying to date nobody with 7 kids. Seriously, would I hit a woman with 7 kids? Absolutely. But would I be seriously trying to be in a relationship when you talking about in your 30s and we talking about winding down and sitting here and want to play for marriage or whatever the case may be, or even if
she hit all the points, all the true factors about is a man financially stable? Can he sit here and be able to if you say 7 kids, like they're all not, unless you had some twins in there, which some people do have twins. So you might have 2 set of twins, but then there's like 3 other kids. Like how old are they? What's the age range? So if your oldest, let's say your oldest is a teenager, how can I sit here and come into their life and even be an impact or even, like you're going to listen to me?
Of course.
So that plays a factor right there. So I think, like I said, when her asking that question, and I kind of wonder, what's that kid's age range? Why you and the father not together no more?
Yeah, because
so what do you really look? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you looking for? Because are you looking for somebody to fill his spot? Is he still in the picture? Like, is he still around? Are you looking for love? Because yes, you can find love. Anybody, like you said, somebody will date you, but do they have to have the responsibility of taking care of all 7 of your kids?
If I have to have the responsibility to help
that's
take
a lot.
care of,
I'm
not doing it though. I'm sorry. And realistically, and you talking about let's just sit here and say, let's go back to the financial stability part. Let's just sit here and say, if I am realistically financially stable to be able to take, as you said, 7 kids and including her, because you're gonna still have to wine and dine her, I guess, or court her, or whatever the case may be. So you talking about basically help take care of 8 people, including myself. So you talking about, if I'm financially stable, where I can sit here and actually financially be able to fund 9 people's lifestyle, guess what I'm not going to be doing? I'm not going to be sitting here trying to date somebody with 7 kids. Because this is insane. That means I'm up in the upper 6 figures. So let's say if I'm making 250,000, you think I want to date a woman or be married to a woman who already got 7 kids of her own? And if you're 33, and let's say if I'm 33, 9 times out of 10, I don't got that many kids, even if I don't got none at all. You think I'm going to sit here and say, oh yeah, let me sit here and what?
Take care of them.
Like, dog, that don't even make sense. You know how crazy that sounds? 7, dog. Like, come on, let's be serious, though. Like, it's be certain stuff to just be like,
and she's not a bad looking woman, even.
I mean, she was all right, but she wasn't
For
nothing.
7 kids, her body was not. No, it's something they don't even got kids.
Oh yeah, if you
So
say
that's
if you
what,
talking about-
that's what I'm
okay,
saying.
if
For you
saying
say you had 7
but
kids,
yeah, I'm
hell
not.
no.
Dog. I'm sorry. Like y'all crazy as hell. And again, remember what I said this a couple weeks ago. Y'all thought I was tripping when I said women who go, and I'm not trying to be shady. I'm just being honest. Women who go to those type of shows, bro, need a different level of hope. And that's not to shade that show or nothing, because every time I play clips from there all the time when they do the live Jones, but that's my point. That's how desperate the people are in that audience. That's what type of women are in that audience. That's why I told y'all, like, I don't know if that was 2 or 3 weeks ago when I told y'all, hey, dudes, and sorry, I think they already came to DC because I want to say I seen a girl
last night.
Yeah, we was there last night. So y'all already missed it. If you had your opportunity, if you somewhere else and you listening, you see that show come there, go. If you are a male and you listen,
I feel like a live podcasts is that's the
no, but it probably depends on what they talk about. Because I feel like for that, when we talking about for this or for that one per se, that show is absolutely dating. I mean, built on dating. It's built on singles and reaching out and talking and speaking to single women. So if you are a man and you trying to snipe down some easy work, they are there at that show. And that was my point right there, because that's what's there, dog. Like, I'm not go to hell, dog. Y'all gotta stop. And that be my point of what I'm saying here, saying, dog, I be so talented, bro. I don't even want to hear y'all talking. Well, I swear to God, I hope Donald Trump become president again and put the shackles on you niggas, because I'm sick of all of y'all. Dog. Y'all are blowing me. I swear to God, every day I get on social media and I be like, bro, this can't be a real place no more. Like, y'all can't be serious. It cannot be real. You cannot be another woman trying to come up with excuses for this woman. It's not no excuse for this, dog. Y'all sit here living in la la land. Like, that's not going to happen, dog. I promise you it's not going to happen. When you hear people like Dwight Howard, Sean Kemp, Larry Johnson, listen to what I just named. All NBA, all stars at one point in time in their career. Those are the only type of men you hear with that many kids. Guess what they are? Multi-millionaires. They can afford it. Stop acting. I know that some of y'all be like, oh, kids ain't that. It's not that expensive. You're a goddamn lie. Watch Marcus buy 2 separate PlayStation 5s. You do the math on that. You telling me if you had 7 of them, you had to do that for, man? Nigga, you crazy? Like, dog, y'all be sitting here lying. I swear to God, that's why, and that is why these conversations run with legs on their own, because everybody want to act like they got it. So then it makes it seem like it's easy. Life is just super easy, and we can just get away with just doing everything is easy. Oh, this is a layup. 7 kids, and you can do it if you, man, get a dick, dog.
But I mean, but you also, if you living in your mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you not
ain't no means, though, besides struggle with 7 kids, unless you're
no, but it's some people who have multiple kids who can live. They're fine with their living, the way they live and the way they operate. They don't need all that lavish stuff. So I think it all depends on the person too.
Oh, we ain't even talking about lavish. Let's talk about basic necessities at this point, where we feel like what y'all feel like basic necessities. Let's say a cell phone. For most parents, especially if you got 7, you need a break. So now I guess you talking
but some people don't believe in everybody kids don't have the luxury of having a cell phone.
Okay, so let's say
everybody don't have that.
Okay, so let's say if that's the case, then so that means guess what you got to do now? You're talking about, because we have had this conversation a million times. What y'all use these cell phones, video games, and tablets for is for you to be able to get a break as a parent, for you to get a peace of mind, and you could at least just be like, get a breath. So if you sitting here saying, hey, I got 7 kids and ain't no electronics in my house, let's say if we eliminating that, so now that means you got to be a real parent to 7 kids.
Some people are dog. I'm telling you, that's a joint I seen on Instagram where the girl lived in I think it might be a 2-bedroom, and I think she had like 5 kids. But the way she had that house set up and the way she had everything, she sacrificed. You can, like I said, some certain people know how to move and live in that where they don't need all this extra, wild stuff. But for the sitting, like you got to make those sacrifices. You got to, when you learn how to make those sacrifices and how to be fine in your own, you know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, what I was just asking, are you just looking for genuine love for you, or you looking for somebody to see him fill the role that he's not there no more? That's my only question. Because if I can sit here and love you and be with you, just you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not looking for me to see,
because it's 2024, the favorite meme is me and my kids are a package deal.
You and your kids be a package, but what if he's still taking care of the kids? If you're looking for me to be there for you, to love you and to take care of you, to be with you, like I said, I can be around, but if he's still there to take care of his kids and he's still in his kid's life, now if he's not in his kid's life, that's a different story. Because now, yes, you taking on a lot. You take that is.
So even let's keep it even right there. So even if that's the case, now me and him got to be cordial. And I'm not trying to do all that. That's how you asking for a lot, dog. I gotta meet him. I've talked about this before, dog. That whole little, hey, you gotta meet the baby daddy situation. I'm going to try to miss that opportunity as long as I possibly can, because I don't want to. One, I don't even like that extra many people even knowing my face or being in my business. And I think a lot of people just be you forgetful of that. Like,
Yeah,
it just
you
be
don't
like,
have
that's
to.
a lot,
But
dog. I'm
see,
sorry.
but that's my thing. You don't have to meet if that's not the.
You're gonna have to. If he's a hands-on dad, you're gonna have to, dog.
No,
Eventually, one day
you
y'all gonna have to do a drop-off.
don't have to. You do not have to. You don't have to. That's what I'm saying. I think it's just all on how she presents things and how she carry it. You do not have to meet that. You don't have to do no interaction. You don't have to. I think it just go on how you go by or how do you what's the name. Now, if you sitting here living in the house with her and you all be late, you know what I'm saying? Then yes, you would have to meet him because you're there and the kids there.
So
that's what I'm saying.
So
But
we
what?
gotta put an age, you know, she's not in her 20s, she's in her 30s. So I'm 100% positive, go out on a limb. She's gonna eventually want whoever she's dating to become serious. But you just want to be a free dater for the rest of your life? No, you 33.
No, but okay, but my question is, I think it's just more so, but what do you really want? How are you looking at it? Because like I said, do you meet everybody kids that you deal with that got kids? Or even in around, you know what I'm saying? Like that, how do you even go about it?
It's just
Because I think it's just it's a different role. I think it's a different pace or a different role of how you go about it with everybody. If I'm not trying to be hands on with the kids, or I'm not trying to, they got a dad, the dad isn't active. Why do I have to meet them? Why do I have to even meet him? If I'm just dating you, we going out. All right, the kids, you free. I can take you out. Oh, you all right? Cool. We can go. That's what I'm saying. So I think it's just all on what you really want. Now, if you looking for somebody to sit here and fill that role and be your husband and be, stepdad to them, then that's, But if I'm just want to date you, we want to go out dates, we want to have fun, blah blah blah. You're gonna make a way around it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we ain't got to drag out the topic too much longer. Let's go to